The German teenager Max Hopp failed to take his chances against the Scottish-born showman Peter Wright. Snakebite was 1-0 down, 4-1 up, and eventually saw it out 6-3. The Snakebite's average was 98 to Hopp's 91. Hopp crucially making only 3 of his 11 double attempts. It all means that Wright, last year's World Championship runner-up, will meet James Wade in tomorrow's quarterfinals, and we'll see the maximiser next Sunday evening in the World Youth Final in Minehead.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, from Den Haag in the Netherlands, the falling time champion of the world, Freeman and Barneveld.
Checkout was the highlight of Mark Webster's fine 6-4 win over Michael Smith this afternoon. Let's see how he gets on tonight against Raymond van Barneveld, Stuart Pike and Alan Warren a little back in the commentary box.
But Barney, very popular here in Scotland, very popular wherever he goes. And he is up against a man in form. Mark Webster, who had a terrific run at the Grand Slam. Great win over Michael Smith, and playing something like for the first time in 2 years. Had a really difficult time, loss of form, a bit of dartitis, but Mark Webster's turned it all around. With Raymond van Barneveld, you don't quite know what you're going to get on his day. Still absolutely brilliant. The crowd behind van Barneveld, Webster will get us underway. The winner to play Van Gerwen or Thornton in the quarterfinals.
58.
Well, you hit the nail on the head there, Stuart. Every player, doesn't matter what standard you play, has a loss of form. It's the mark of a true champion when you can come back. Because he was in the depths of dropping out of the 32, he couldn't buy a win. He was desperate, he was panicking every time he played. Now he's got a smile on his face, concentrating. He really gets stuck into the game. And to be fair to Barn, he dropped out the 16. People put into question whether he could get back in. He was straight back in. That's how good he can be if he can get up for the games all the time.
Barney's run to the Grand Slam semi-final, getting him back in the world's top 16 at number 15.
97.
Mark Webster firmly back in the, well, in the 20s now in the PDC Order of Merit. Mark Webster, and he's just
100.
He's playing really well. His finishing has been exceptional. His victory over Gary Anderson at the Grand Slam, he was I think it was 71% checkout success rate, and that will win you every game. That's how good he was. He, of course, eventually lost in the next round, Mark Webster, but the way that he's playing, as you say, he's relaxed. Becoming a dad has helped hugely.
Well, we used the word a lot, Stuart, timing, but in that win against Anderson you mentioned, it was the timing of some of the finishes. Gary had left himself on a double, takes it out last out, or a big finish, and it really gives you so much confidence every time you're then going for the next double.
Spot on. He lost to Barneveld, didn't he, in the Grand Slam in the quarter-finals, 16-12. Van Barneveld beating Webster a week ago in Wolverhampton at the Slam. Webster came back at him really well in that quarter-final, so he knows he has the game, and significantly, so does Barney. But this to break the throw.
Well, bottom line with Barney, if he's up for it, he can beat anybody. Needs double 10. Yeah, gets it with the last one. Kept his cool. Long way off the tops. Right in the double 10.
Yeah, well, that Grand Slam quarter-final between the pair, high quality throughout, really was a terrific game of darts.
100.
But one of the nicest guys in world darts, Mark Webster, and I think everybody in the sport is delighted to see
140.
where he is and the fact that he's coming back.
Yeah, put the work in. Playing great darts at the moment. As is this man. Maximum from Barney. His first.
Well, against Gary Anderson, on at least 3 occasions in that Grand Slam match, when Anderson hit a 180, Webster replied straight off.
Yeah, that really gets the crowd, doesn't it?
Yeah.
When there's back-to-back 180s.
And it gets to the opponent as well.
Yeah, you think you've got him, and all of a sudden, that moment has gone.
Well, the most significant 180 in Raymond van Barneveld's career in that epic World Final at the Circus Tavern.
76.
Went to a deciding leg, didn't he? The greatest game. Phil Taylor in the deciding leg hit a maximum. He thought, I got you. And Van Barneveld hit one straight after. And then clinched the title.
57.
Well, you wouldn't have thought he could have got any closer with that one. But it's a big ask for Webster by virtue of hitting that single 5 with the last dart, but he can still do it. Not this time. He hit single 5 with that last dart to leave 145. A 20 would have left 130.
85.
He may have been thrown at the bull for the leg. Just small margins.
Spot on at the moment. Raymond van Barneveld. Both these players in action. Players' Championship finals next weekend in Minehead. Raymond van Barneveld will play Ian White. Mark Webster will take on James Wade.
Loads of darts this weekend and next weekend to look forward to. Still got Taylor, Van Geuren and Anderson to come this evening. Crowd getting more boisterous and loud, singing along, enjoying the evening, getting involved. That's what it's all about for the darts crowd. Just having a good time.
100.
Well, important leg this for Webster. Goes a double breakdown against a player of Van Barneveld's quality.
100.
Tough to get back, as we found in that Grand Slam quarter-final. He left himself too much to do. He did mount a fight back, but just ran out of legs.
55.
Yeah, still early days in the match, but when you're 2-0 down and you haven't really found your scoring act.
100.
Leave himself a finish. He'll be through first in this leg. What will Barney leave? Switch to the 18s, he's looking good. Looking very good.
128. Might require 153.
Well, the Dutchman favourite again here for 3-0.
Again, he's strayed into that 5. That's the 3rd occasion in the match so far. Needs to get
43.
rid of that little flick to the left.
78.
Haven't seen that for a while.
Treble 18. Lose double 12. Double 6. He's put a leg on this already. Yeah, and again. 3 on the spin for Raymond van Barneveld. Of course, Barney got to the final of the Auckland World Series event in August. What a match it was against Adrian Lewis as he hits Another 180 to push his average up to 101. Yeah, in that final, he had match darts. He missed match darts and lost 11-10 to Adrian Lewis. What a match that was.
Yeah, it certainly was. Everybody loves, apart from the two players, obviously, everybody loves to see a last leg decider. Just gives that extra bit of spice to the end of the match. You never know what's going to happen. Who can handle the pressure?
Just not happening for Webby at the moment.
123.
Average this afternoon, played really well this afternoon, as we saw. He's going to get himself down and back up again on the same day as Barney's just getting ready for that one game. Maybe that's the difference.
140.
We haven't seen any of the winners this afternoon perform to anywhere near they were this afternoon.
Well, this is better.
140.
Well, Barneveld is seeded 6th here in Glasgow this weekend.
65.
Well, left himself a decent shot there, Barney. That's why he went for the 25. A lot of players use that now, around that scoring area. Doesn't necessarily have
58.
to hit a treble to have a throw at the ball.
88.
Treble 20, double 14. Hits a single 20, over to the 18s. Treble or single to leave himself a shot. He hits the treble, so down for double 7.
74.
Now then, this is a big shot for Webster.
120.
His favourite double top if he can hit. Treble 20. One dart left to get that treble. Not happening for Webby.
60.
That's it. Van Barneveld will go straight for this. Looks like it. No thought of splitting, and that's why. Confident dart, middle of the bag. It really is one of the most difficult, tricky doubles on the board, isn't it? But that was impressive.
I think they're all tricky. Yeah, it's one of those, do you split it, do you go for it? It's how you feel at the moment in time. You just got to decide and don't change your mind. You just either go for it or go for the split. Whichever one you decide at the time. There's no right way or wrong way. If you hit it, it looks like a good way. If you miss it, it looks like a mistake.
Well, still to come, Adrian Lewis against Keegan Brown, Phil
57.
Taylor taking on Dave Chisnell, Michael Van Gerwen and Robert Thornton, Gary Anderson against Terry Jenkins.
100.
Looking ominous for Webster. We saw whitewash for James Wade against Jamie Lewis, another Welshman. It's not looking good for Webby at the moment.
40.
Just not got going at all. He'd have that chance early on in the match, couldn't quite take it. But since then, it's been the Barney show.
100.
Well, Mark Webster hasn't yet had a dart and a double in this match, and that tells you everything.
It was that miss, wasn't it, when he went for the 20 with the last dart and hit a single 5. He may have had a shot at the bull in the next leg. That's all immaterial now. So a couple of visits here for Barney to go in at the break. 25 and missed it by quite some distance.
47.
Got half a chance here. Great play, Mark Webster, well done.
125.
Good setup from Webby. Will he get the poke at tops? Because Barney needs 14 for tops. Tops for Barney! And tops he hits!
Well, this is a virtuoso performance this from Raymond Van Barneveld. In the blink of an eye, he's one leg away from the quarter-finals. Not a lot Mark Webster can do about this. Barney 5-0 in front.